life, I've been fascinated by the deep sea. 200 meters down? Could not care less. 1,000 meters down? No, deep in the sea. Somewhere around 2,000 meters down below the sea was an abyssal zone begins. The creatures that live there will never see the sunlight. The only light they can see is that they make themselves. Down there in the dark, that's where the monsters are. I've always had an affinity or for Lovecraftian creatures. You're Chuchu and you're Azeroth, but in my heart, I knew those were fiction. No, the monsters real in the world are a large squid larger than a building with a break that could shatter and humive legions of shrimp grown to the size of small cars, even in captivity. A goldfish inevitably to grow as large as its little brown bowl can support. So does every other fish in the sea. We never really know how big they get. We know more about the moon, and we know more about the ocean floor and the creatures that live there. That mystery that was drove me through the underground. Although my graduate program, and eventually through my post-grad work in some of the foremost marine biology departments in the Pacific before, I ended up working with a well-known researcher institute based off of Guam. All of this had led up to today's expedition. Today, I would finally see my Xanadu and Marina Trench. It was in reaches almost 7 miles underwater straight down, well over 11,000 meters. Somewhere in the bottom of the trench, there was incredible beasts, untold size, proportions, and beauty. Over the course of my career, I established myself and stayed fast, trustworthy academic. No life beyond my work. That was just to let me focus on my goal. Months ago, I had palmed the keys into the storeroom, and the Emma department agent expediently bowed. I made a copy and returned to the keys all next to the day. If anyone noticed, they said nothing. Over the course of the next few months, though, supplies around the lab started to go missing. A wetsuit there, a rebreather there. No one would dare subject the detected guarded researcher. Maybe perhaps some poor research assistant caught the hell. Not my problem. I stayed late tonight, told my colleagues I need just some results back, and then I promise I'll get to good night's rest. They have fought my nervousness shake from a bit of my caffeine habit. Really, I just couldn't wait for them to leave. And when the last men left, I waited 30 minutes, then grabbed my stash of elected goods and I made for the Emma. You don't get through 10 years of work in marine biology without knowing your way around a boat. I eased myself into the cold metal seat of the heavy pilot's chair and maneuvered the Emma slowly soothing out of its dock and off to the campus. I knew that there would be no alarms or no reason to watch for me. Still, I turned on every light, a small research vessel off until I was well out of sight of land. I had a journey of hundreds of miles ahead of me, and I knew I couldn't take any chances. I couldn't lose so much work. The boat was only 25 or so feet long. It wasn't built for long journeys like this across unpredictable oceans, but I knew she had more than enough gas for one voyage. By the time I reached the ping of my ship of navigation, the sun was beginning to peek out of the horizon of the east. I know my department would realize Emma would be missing, but I couldn't make myself care, so they would soon realize I haven't made any substantial progress in half a year. I always did enough, looked just busy enough, and that no one would think twice. And who could question me? Now that I think of it, I don't know. I could remember a single one of their faces. None of that matters now. The only thing does is where I am. I look down at the dark blue ocean. It lays in wait, ancient and aching to be seen, to be felt. The Marina Trench has been calling me my entire life, and now I could finally answer the call. I could hardly zip the wetsuit up, and my hands were so shaky, so bad. And for my final trick, I wrenched the pilot's chair free with a length of chain, and I stashed away, tied it to my leg, and I lifted my self-mass transmitter, feeding the words directly in this document. Once the transmission ends, this will end up in the hands of someone I trust. That's you. I guess, and I like that preparations are complete. My life's work, all of it's happening now. With final no glance towards my sweet Emma and the sky behind her, I close my eyes, hold the chair close, and ease myself backwards into the deep. It's cold, but I don't mind. I think I can feel the pressure changing, welcoming me home, embracing the great old one. Down, down, down. I only wish I could see more. I think that's my mask cracking. I feel it's coming. Soon I will meet the ocean face to face. When the darkness rushes to meet me, we will become one, and I will grow larger than you'll ever know. I will become another beautiful, beautiful monster.